How's everybody doing? I was looking around the other day and I realized that I got too many guitars, and I've known that for a while. I really got to looking at it and thought this is out of hand. It's ridiculous. I've got guitars I haven't played in over a year. This guitar I hadn't done anything with in over a year. In fact, it probably needs new strings because it's just been sitting around. This is a parts caster telly that I built probably a couple of years ago. It's a really nice butterscotch, kind of a transparent butterscotch finish on there. It's got a 4-way switch. It's got Tex-Mex pickups. So you've got the bridge pickup, standard out of phase, and then the neck pickup. It's a nice pickup set. I really like them. It's got a made in Mexico roasted maple neck. I had a Pal Faro fretboard neck on here, and even though I'm not a fan of the Pal Faro per se, I like the way that neck feels. And I had this flat oval neck that I had taken off another guitar because it's too thin for me. I just cannot adapt to it. I know other people like thin necks, so maybe this will be better for somebody else than me anyway. It's got Fender locking tuners. It's a nice guitar. It's about 8 pounds. It's a little heavier than I like, but it's a nice guitar. It rings pretty good acoustically. The problem with selling parts casters is nobody wants to pay you even what you've got in them. I mean, this neck is probably a $350 neck new. And then you start to add the pickups and the electronics and the locking tuners and the body. There's no way you can get what you put in to a parts caster guitar. So I don't even know what to list it as. The other challenge is, where do you sell stuff? If you're selling it on Reverb, you got to consider shipping costs, because it costs the same to ship a $400 guitar as it does a $2,000 guitar, except the shipping adds a lot percentage wise to a $400 guitar. Reverb's going to take their cut, so you end up it's a tough proposition to sell low-cost guitars, I think, on Reverb. Every time I use Facebook Marketplace, I regret it. I've got 4 or 5 things listed right now that I just put on yesterday. I've got a Marshall Hayes 15 head with the Marshall 1x12 cabinet. It's another piece of equipment that I haven't turned on in over a year. I've got a Les Paul Classic. It's a 2018 gold top with P90s and a Bigsby with the vibra trim. It's a great guitar. I don't play it, and I don't need it. I've got that Michael Kelly Telecaster. I need to sell it to somebody. I've got I think I did a review on this one. It's that natural ash finish, made in Mexico Strat. Gorgeous guitar. It's 25 years old. It's in perfect condition. Would make somebody a good guitar. I've got that Les Paul Studio. I've got my Les Paul Classic, my Cherry Burst. I'll keep that one. That's kind of my baby. But I've just got a bunch of crap I don't need. I've got another Mexican Strat Player Plus top. I think it's a Cherry Burst. Gorgeous guitar. Bought it, set it up, played it for a couple of weeks, hung it on the rack, haven't touched it since. So there's a couple lessons there. The first is I need to quit buying shit that I don't need. And the second is I need to let go of some of this stuff. It's just collecting dust and taking up space. if I have any luck selling the stuff I've got listed, I've got more stuff that I want to get listed and get rid of. It's just, I hate dealing with people. And I don't know of a good way to sell this stuff and get anywhere close to what it's worth. If I wanted to sell it for, you know, clearance prices, I'm sure I could turn it a little bit quicker, or take it to a music store and get rid of some of it. I actually considered loading up a bunch of shit and trying to go trade for one more expensive guitar. I wouldn't come up with any monetary value from the deal, but I would at least reduce the number of guitars that I've got sitting around here. Let me know what your experiences have been. Have you had any luck selling stuff? I've been using this Blues Junior primarily. This is kind of my main practice amp right now. I've got an AC10 I really like, but I don't ever use. I've got two different Fender hybrid amps, the Super Champ X2s. I've got a Vibrachamp XD, which is a really great little practice amp. I don't use it. I have no use for it. And it's time to let go of some of this shit that I don't use and don't have a use for. Because I've got that Pal Faro roasted maple neck, I thought, hell, I might as well build another guitar. I got an email the other day from Alan Eden. They had like 30% off on some of their bodies, so I got a pretty good deal on a Palomia Telecaster body, and I've got the parts to go ahead and put another one together. So that's another one that if I don't just immediately connect with it, I'll probably sell. It's time to get rid of some of this shit. And at the same time, it's the worst time to try to get rid of some of this shit. I think there's a glut in the market right now. I don't think used gear is selling that well. I'm not going to give stuff away, so I'll post it, and it'll probably just sit there for months. If somebody really wants something, they'll buy it, and if not, I'll keep tripping over shit until something turns around in the market. Let me know what you think. Have you had any luck selling gear? And if you have, where and how did you sell it? What's been your experience on Marketplace? What's been your experience on Reverb? I just don't know that I trust eBay anymore. I've not tried to sell anything on eBay in a long time. So, I don't know. I'm curious to know what you guys think. Looking forward to your input. You guys have a good day.